Hey, what's up you guys, this is MCLegoboy. I just want to say first that I now have all of Series 1 of the Microfighters, and the way that we're going to review these are 2 at a time. So we are going to review both of these together, both of these together, and both of these together, basing it all just off of the box art, since these sets, they all kind of go together with their box art. And that just kind of means that I'm not going to be spending 6 weeks on Microfighters. I mean, these sets, I'm not expecting them to be super fantastic and everything, but, you know, I don't want to spend 6 weeks reviewing all of these guys when I don't have to. And yes, that does mean that we are going over the X-Wing again. So, yes. Now we'll get on to this week's current review. Hey, what's up you guys, this is MCLegoboy here with 75028 and 75029 Clone Turbo Tank and AAT. The first two of our 3-week Microfighter thing that we're doing, because I really don't want to review all 6 in one go, but I don't want to review all 6 over 6 weeks, so yes. So the Clone Turbo Tank comes with 1 extra piece to the AAT. Not a whole lot to really look at. Bleh. Some flick-fire missiles, of course. Not much you can do about those. I mean, and especially with sets like these, I mean, the flick-fire missiles, they're easily accessible, and given that these sets are super chibi versions and stuff like that, I think it works. It's okay. So. But yeah, as you can see, life-size versions of everything. So let's build it. So before we really start getting into anything, I just wanted to show you guys how to open the box, because honestly, using these punch things, it kind of just completely annihilates your box. I remember an Aquarator set where I had to do that, and I just completely butchered the thing. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this, and if you know how to use a knife properly, get yourself a knife. Which, I just showed you something you shouldn't do at all. That was so close to going bad. But yeah, we don't need people with bloody fingers, so if you don't know how to use a knife properly, get yourself an adult. But the best thing that I've been able to do is just go down there like that, make sure all your contents are down there, and kind of point at a downward angle. Not a lot, but just do that. You're going to cut all the glue. And if you're really smart, like I wasn't with that other one, you'll cut there as well. With the ones that come with tape, no problem whatsoever. But the ones that have the punch holes, oh my gosh, dude. Those things are just awful. And then right there, box simply opens and you've got all of your contents and you are ready to build. The only downside is that if you've got a black background like me, you've now got a whole bunch of dust all over the place. So, yes. And now we will get on with the review. Alright, so, I'm moving the camera. Oh man, these reviews are so much fun. Alright, so the first one that we're going to go over is the Turbo Tank, and then we're going to go over the AAT, seeing as there's only 2, and process of elimination, and all that stuff that you guys probably already understood and knew, and all that. Yeah, so anyway, Turbo Tank. I like it. I mean, not like a whole lot to say about both of these sets, really, or probably any of the Microfighters, even though I have only built the X-Wing before. But yes, here we have the Clone Trooper. And it's a good-looking clone trooper. I don't know, do I have any black hair that I can add to this dude? I don't think I do. He's not right next to me, so unfortunately we can't just add some hair to him. I don't even know what happened to my hair, because I took it all out of the clone box. I must have poured it all back into the minifigure bin, but you know, good-looking clone. It's basically all it is the exact same type of clone trooper we've got from last year. the, well, 2013. This is 2014 as I'm reviewing these, but they're coming out in 2015 for the most part. But yeah, but just with a different helmet, and I think the helmet works. It's okay. I still would have preferred to have holes on the side just so that I could add in the visors and the rangefinders. But you can't have everything, can you? So yes, and the turbo tank itself, it works. I like it. So I mean, there's really not a lot to talk about. I like that it has all 10 wheels, and I like that the 10 wheels are using that type of a pin instead of the blue ones because, well, one, they can spin freely, but they also jiggle a lot more, so it's kind of like the suspension on the turbo tank. And again, flick-fire missiles. Pretty straightforward, not much you have to worry about there, and it comes with that back turret as well. And it can spin, as you just saw. So yeah, I mean, really not a lot to talk about with these sets. They're pretty straightforward, aside from perhaps getting two 1x2 pricks with two studs on the side, and getting a lot of these types of bracket pieces. Not a whole lot to really talk about playability-wise. So yeah, I think that kids are really going to enjoy these types of sets to where they get their favorite vehicles from Star Wars, but it's not a super huge big thing, and it's nice size for a kid, especially a kid that doesn't have 20-year-old size hands, so... But yeah, good set, and it comes with 4 extra pieces. Alright, the AAT I actually found was a lot more interesting than the turbo tank, and I think because the turbo tank, I mean, it's got a whole bunch of these wheels, and it's, even though it's symmetrical, it's like you're not doing a whole bunch of stuff building wise that you don't see on this, and so I don't know, like, how to really explain it, but this guy, dude, you take off, I think this and that, and you see, like, all the pieces that they're throwing inside of here. I certainly thought that this was just going to be the one, sloped brick, like the 3x1x2 sloped thing, but no, it ended up being those with the other miniature version of it in there. These things also on the side, I mean, it works as a chibi model, works really well. So yeah, and I guess I should go over the minifigure. The way you get the minifigure out, you just turn that forward, take them out, and it works. This is the first time that I've ever gotten the pilot droid with the printing on him. And I think the printing doesn't really add a lot, but, I mean, it works, so. And it's better than just a plain torso color, like, they were really, emphasizing in 2007. That was just an annoying year to get that MTT, and they've got security droids and pilot droids and commanders. Well, commanders weren't in that set, but in other sets that year, commanders, and it's like, really, you don't want to just give me some extra printing or whatever? You making me mad. So, but yeah, set wise, I mean, again, not a whole lot to it, but it works, and I think it works better than the turbo tank because the chibiness on this thing is just like big blown out proportions. If I really could find anything to complain about, it is the fact that they used a red axle instead of a black axle. And for some reason it doesn't want to pull apart, so I'm not going to try and pull it apart because most likely I'm going to break it because it's a Technic piece. Seriously, I have the worst luck with Technic pieces. I don't know what's wrong with me, so. But yeah, like, really not a whole lot again to this. Perhaps, I feel like there could have been something that was supposed to go here, but I'm not sure what entirely. Like, I guess more flick-fire missile pieces that would just go there. Not really sure. But I'm not complaining too much. I really like this model more than the turbo tank. And while it does come with less pieces in the set, I'm trying to see how many more pieces. Yeah, it's only one piece less. You get more extra pieces. So, and droid arms are good at adding little greebly bits to things, even if they're tan. If you're building a tan spaceship or something, great little greebly bits. So, it comes with good cheese wedges, some more things. Again, like another thing that I could kind of complain about, but it doesn't really bother me. There's no air intake section, but you could also argue that it's right there in the design of the brick as itself, which I'm totally cool with. So, yeah, of these two, I would definitely say get this one. Comes with more usable pieces anyway, because, I mean, tan pieces, they're usable things. I like them. But if you're into clones, Turbo Tank is definitely the way to go. And if you're a collector, get both of them. So, this has been MCLegoboy with 75028 and 75029, Clone Turbo Tank, and AAT. See you guys.